you're probably not going to.
Halo, slišimo? Evo, zdaj si pa tole pogledajte. Aha. Tole je lihkar objavljen, 1 uro nazaj. Sem videl, da je tole objavljen. Tukaj v tem, ko so X-Defiant delali Ubisoft z ne vem kakim budgetem, pa ne vem koliko ljudi, pa so rekli, ja, jih je mehna skupina delala. Tole je razvil en človek, en sam človek. Meni je ta prva stvar, ki sem jo videl, vse poje tudi v menu, meni je tako, ko sem včasih igral, samo je bilo iz tretje perspektive, Max Payne. Evo, tole se pogleda.
To believe me, but everything that you're seeing in this video, this game, this prototype that I'm playing here today, was made by one man over the course of...
Samo da jaz link dam, kjer hoče gledati. Kam sem dal? Ja, ne morem. Bi mogel... na drugem računalniku. Čakaj, samo malo. Bomo zrihtali. Kaj je to naslov? One man is making... What is... Čakaj, moja najde. Važno pa pod sajt, pa ga najde. Evo, tak. Stavim, cep, copy, cep, evo. Takole. Evo, le gledamo. Tole, kak špil, eden človek sam naredil.
The last 3 years. Just keep that in mind as I go into the details, because what we've got here so far is just so impressive. And this is a game called Out of Action. It's on Steam. You can't buy it yet. You can't get early access. You can only wishlist it right now. It doesn't even have a release date. I heard about this a couple weeks back. It was a clip that the developer himself actually made that did the rounds on Twitter. He made a video which showed off some of the mechanics of the game, and a couple of the big gaming news outlets picked it up, started sharing it, and I saw it and immediately went, damn, that looks cool. And I really wanted to play it. And it reminded me of a lot of the mods that we used to play in the year maybe 2000 to 2003, Half-Life mods, when that scene was absolutely buzzing.
Yep.
There were a lot of mods that were released for it. Many of them were just stinkers and you'd play them once and never again. But there were some diamonds in there, for example, like Counter-Strike, Day of Defeat, and some that we played regularly that have inspired the gameplay that you're seeing here in Out of Action. The main ones I would say are the Specialists and Action Half-Life. And if you wanted a more modern idea of what this game is, just think of it as Max Payne multiplayer in first person. I think that's a quick way to get a grasp of what's going on here. So the developer is a man called Doku, and he's worked in the gaming industry for over 20 years now. He's worked at Creative Assembly on games like Alien Isolation. He's also worked on games like PlanetSide and various other freelance jobs over the years.
Moje mnenje o tem, človek je izreden sposoben, pa tak talent, da ga ni. In ker moraš v tej družbi sodelovati s skupinam, se ni problem sodelovati, sam ni vsak prispeva, saj najboljš kar lahko, ne. Ponovati je tako, da tistih skupin, ko si ti noter, in par takih, da so gnila jabolka, in če jih ne bilo bojiš, mat korba. Evo, stoj pa ta imamo po moje poln kurac, ker to mora tako delati, pa je rekel, čak, me je sam naredil nekaj, da vidimo, če znam kje narediti. Le to. Zdaj se predstavlja, da dobiš tazga človeka, ki je ta, pa še ne 5 zraven takih res sposobnih. Le kva zleh naredijo. Fuck. Me zanima odkud je tale, z kjere države izhaja.
But this one, Out of Action, is definitely his passion project. And we started chatting, and Doku organized a playtest. I'm sure you'll recognize some of the other content creator names in here. And we played the game for about 2 to 3 hours in total. Again, as I mentioned, it's very much work in progress though, so keep that in mind. A lot of this stuff is untextured, unfinished, but in its current state, I think it looks absolutely gorgeous. I mean, the aesthetic itself, when I look at this, it gives me a vibe which is kind of like Ghost in the Shell crossed with Metal Gear.
Ma jebem ti pofukane reklame spukane. Ma jebi se in s kokonacami in s ne vem čem. Vred si vtekem tak kokonac. Vaj se tatle dela lega. Špegle nosu pa je takle ratu. Oh my god.
Gear Solid, the way the UI looks, the lighting, the graphics, the color grading and everything. It's just such a cool art style, and when you're playing it, you just get lost in the world of it. And we played 2 game modes here. Free for all. Everyone knows what that is. There's a time limit. And then we played another team-based mode where you had to secure an objective and carry it around, and as you were carrying it, you were scoring points. Doku did mention that there's going to be multiple maps, game modes, and also some kind of PvE/single-player mode down the line. So from the top, the way that you set up your character is pretty straightforward. You pick a shell. Some of them have different stats on, so one might be faster but have less HP. One might be an absolute tank but move a lot slower and be more detectable on the radar. So you choose your shell, and then at the start of the game you get access to a sidearm and a backup weapon. You can also modify your guns in this game, so you can put different attachments on them like sights, suppressors, laser sights. You can also change the ammo types on them, and they'll all affect how that gun plays and handles. You play with that loadout for a bit. You can do slow motion stuff. You can dive. You can roll. You can dive backwards and stay on the ground and wait for someone to come around the corner. You can dive forward. You can slide forwards. You can use melee weapons. You can use throwing knives. It's proper like Max Payne, Matrix, Hong Kong style action movie combat in this game. And it feels incredible considering that this is a prototype or work in progress. The movement and the gunplay is phenomenal. So as the match goes on and time goes by, you'll eventually get to escalation 1, and this allows you to modify your loadout further. So here you can add a primary weapon. We've got assault rifles, SMGs, shotguns, sniper rifles, the whole shebang, and again you can modify these guns.
Zdaj, jaz sam upam, da ni tako narejen, ker to gre meni v Call of Duty na živce. Sam da ni tako narejen, da tisk, ko ima več kilo, lahko odpira tudi več teh orožij. Če to tako narejen, to res za enega tazga, kakor ni lih ne vem koliko dober, ni fajn. Za unga, ki je pa dober, je pa iste, kot mu Supermana naredil. Ne vem, čite uporabljal v Dumi včasih, Quake, kva so bili. A veš, to je brez veze. To mora biti časovno narejen, da so vsem takrat pač odklene. Ta način, ki je v ShatterLine in tako po določenem cajti, vsem se odklene. Ok, če neki kilo dobiš, ti imajo pripomore. Ok, mal. Ne sme biti tako povezan, ker v Call of Duty pa to tako narejen, ne? Da če ti po ne vem kolikih kilih dobiš tisto pofukano bazuko, ali tisto, ne vem kak gun, tisto fukan, ko pa kar strela po celi map, pa brez veze, pa tisto helikopter gor, mislim, kaj se zbereš. To je brez veze. To je kot Monopoly igral. To meni Monopoly igra ni všeč, zato ker več imaš denarja, še več je, pa še boljše. Ja, za tebe ti se fajn počutiš, če se ti jebe z vse ostale, pa da red ščiješ po njih, ampak kako se pa vsi ostali počutijo? To je brez veze, ne? To mora biti...
Also now pick a perk and a device, and these can really adjust your playstyle and affect how you want to play the game. Finally, towards the back half of the match, you'll get to escalation 2, and this allows you to add another device and another perk, and this is where you start to see the heavy weapons coming out, like rocket launchers, miniguns, and that's when the game really starts to get crazy. And you put all this together with the slow motion, which is something that charges up over time. If you perform well, you get the slow motion faster. For example, if you're diving and getting kills, you'll score more points. And then you can hit the slow motion, it's going to give you a momentary advantage, and if you keep getting kills while in slow motion, it will keep extending it. The graphics and the audio changes, people are diving around, explosions going off everywhere, bullets flying through the air, you've got people deflecting bullets with swords, throwing daggers at each other. It just gets absolutely crazy, and it looks insane. As a spectator, it's just really fun to watch this game. There's also a bleed mechanic in the game too, so if you've been in a bit of a spicy gunfight and you've started bleeding, you're going to have to use a syringe which recharges over time to stop the bleed, and then eventually you'll regenerate back to full health. So that's just a bit of micromanagement for the players. I feel like the foundations for this game, the gunplay and the movement, are off to a great start. You can string together some incredibly cool kill streaks. As I mentioned, the gunplay and the movement just feels awesome. It's fun, and I'm looking forward to seeing what other game modes Doku has got in store for us here, because you've got the fundamentals there, and it's easy to think of all sorts of different game modes that you could apply this to. Objective-based game modes in particular, for me, I think would be the most appealing. And thinking about what kind of scale it could work at. Maybe this game will end up having a bit of destruction. Imagine that you could dive through a wall and have the debris flying everywhere in slow motion. You come through with a shotgun mid-air and just blow someone away. Switch to a sticky grenade, throw it at the person in the corner, dive onto the ground, get your throw knife out, chuck it at the last enemy as they're running through the door to take you out. That might sound a bit hyperbolic, but that's the kind of stuff that you could do in the Specialist back in the Half-Life 1 mod. Gaming just appears to have left that kind of gameplay behind. I'm not sure why, but I just wanted to share this with you because I think it's a cool story. Obviously, this guy has put a lot of passion into this. It's taken 3 years to get to this point on his own, and on the surface it feels as good as some AAA games that I've played recently, and I think there's a gap in the market for this type of game. As I just said, no one's doing this anymore. So if Out of Action can pull it off and stick it for the long term, then it could be something really special. And hopefully this kind of thing will inspire other people, other developers, to give it a go themselves, because
ne bo tako, veš zakaj to ne bo tako, ker tudi to igro, ko je, bo ena velika hiša je bo kupla, poje pa pripeljali tiste glupe ljudi zraven, ko je, pa sploh tisto, ko bojo odločali v stvareh, bojo glupi in je bojo naredili sfukano. Taka kot tale, sem spild. Ta brabo samo ne dva komarata, da mu še pomagate na določenih področjih, ko sam ni dober. Pa je, veš, pa je sam izdaje. 3 ljudje lahko izdaje, če je ta sam naredil.
An idea, the skill set and the time, then why not have a crack at it?
Sam pa bojo vsi
It could change your life. It could open many doors and be a super positive step for you. I mean, this game is built on Unreal Engine 4, for example. You can start using that for free today. I think it's the same as Unreal Engine 5 as well. And as far as I recall, don't quote me on this, but I remember researching it for a previous video. Unreal Engine lets you earn all of the money from your game until your title earns over $1 million US, and then a 5% royalty fee will kick in. So maybe going on your own or starting a small team is becoming a much more viable and...
Jaz vidim rešitev te igre tako, da ta tole naredi, pa ta ne odloča, kjer bo pri njem delo, pa kako se bo delal. Kukar pride en biznismen, si zajebo.
Appealing proposition nowadays. But yeah, that's all for today, folks. Do let me know your thoughts on Out of Action down in the comments below. Fingers crossed that this game does release someday and it's packed full of different maps and game modes and features, because at its core, it's fun as hell. And a big thanks to Doku as well for letting me jump in, play test the game, and also, of course, record it. I've put the link to the Steam page down in the description below. As I mentioned, you can't buy it at the moment, but if you want to, you could add it to your wish list, so when there's updates and stuff, you'll know. Drop a like if you enjoyed the video, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Stavke. Sad, alaga. Mogo zna pastije dobro manipulirati spravo. Sve to. Ovo, pohvale. Kje je zdaj kurva gleda lajka? Just one there, ja? Tako je to. Tako. Takih ljudi imajo. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, wow, wow. Jem kje reči. Zanima, kako se je razpletla zgodba. Sam si odgovorim. Če sploh govorim. Halo? A ja, govorim, ok. Dela. Mislim, da se še snima, se nisem. Ne, če jaz sem še... Kaj, ne, nisem pritisnil. Jaz še ne... Ko je 1-2 igre igrati, pa jest, pa bo že spat prevedeti. Lačen sem. Nisem še nečije do danes. Šel spat preko poldnek, sem pa šel šihta. Vreme je spukan, pa me telo fuka pa. Deš. Pa mi je tako glava, misli, da je tako pametna, da sploh telesa ne rab. Mati kurva. A me telo jebe. Joining match. Bomo tole igrali spet, jele? Kako snajpo dobro naredili. Lega, no, je tole, le. Jaz vam imam rešitev za vas, lega, kaj naredite. Kjerkoli se odjav iz igre ven, zato da ne prideš noter, ga benaš za 5 minut. Vse se vsakem naredi, internet ne dela neki igrice, kreša, v redu. 5 minut imaš caj, da zrihtaš. 5 minut boš že počakal, boš pospet not prišel. Če se tep istem naredi po še enkrat, ga bene za pol ure. Če se mu še enkrat naredi po 35 minuti, ali pa kuk cajta, ga bene za 3 ure, za 8 ur, za 24 ur, za 3 dni, tako naprej. Ker ne more 1.12 se ne sprijavlja, pa ne more zaradi enega 11 liter 5. Vidite spet to, community, kak community imate kolba? Daj mu reč, pač, ne boš špilo, kot te jebe, zrihti stvari, ali kaj jaz, ne vem. Danes sem Apex Legend igral, kaj je, pa sem šel noter igrat, pa mi je dva sta kar skočila dol. Brez da bi karkoli ne rekla, ne neč kar, pa gremo semle, jaz pa še po rajtu nisem, pa sem se že odpeljal naprej s tistim avionom, pa sem še ven. In ko je bilo? Ja. Ko sem hvatil spet na to igro, je prej nalagal, ker sem šele začel, sem sam bote dobil. Ni ti noter. Se pravi, imajo en sistem tak narejen. In tako je prav. Tije kurci pa to ne znajo narediti, evo, ki žli govorimo. A ni enega tukaj pametnega, da bi se tole idejo duo pa to naredil. Kaj se dereš?
Čupi te bullet voje.
Edi kva. Šu, dej ti rajci zber, mati korba. Firden.
Svetok.
Firden, schmierden, vorgebunte Prienden.
My ass is itching.
That's what you're all wearing.
I'm blocking you right away. I'm not playing with you again. Okay.
Hello, everyone.
Eliminate the enemy to win.
Me zanima, ko tale zdaj Firden naredil, neč so spet naredil. Ma jebi se. Puši kot. Bistvo, spet ne grem stavil. Čim dje stran od tebe. Tuk lupi. Oh my god. Ja, vem, da smo behind me. Era to. Moja bo že počas srpet.
Go here. Enemy, go here. Lethal out.
Kaj sem vedel, lik slišal sem jo. Lik slišal sem jo, da bo skočila, lik mislil sem počepnut. Oziroma kje je tam. Kje je zdaj Firden? Zrihtal kje? Tuk doba. Tako palim, mati korba. Aha, se bo pa tale prišel. Še ni. Nes kak headshot zadev. Opa, je že tukaj. Ne, je tako zgor, ne.
Lethal out.
Kje si zdaj? A so dol od spodaj? Ma je. Sploh nije vesela igrati. Prav izgubil sem vesela, da igrajo. Zaradi tistega lakirja. Ma je. Izgubil to, ne.
You okay? You okay?
Dej, izgubil ti. Dej. Naprej zjahati potem. A, en je tam, okej. Mi ga ne kura tle. Ne da se mi. Zdaj, če tam čakam, me bo uno strelo. Pizdo materno, no, brez vijez. Neč ne moram narediti. Bodo delali to?
Lethal out.
Že od zadnji prijem. Kaj ga kar odfuka, lega. Si jo to, lega. Je kar lijatu, je, lega.
Lethal out.
Jebem ti mater, si kar bežil, lega. Tu korajžen, prid, ne? Čisto govor. Ne upam imeti, ker vem, da je tam legor. Sem te tale denar sam. Sem vedel, da je stle. Jebem ti mater, lega. Lega, lupani. Nam dubo ali ga nam dubo tega, kje je? Lega, če še krtla nek, če ga slišim. Malo morgen boš imel. Tam boš prišel. Kje rabiš ti hen?
Halfway to victory.
Oooo! To je zvijeze, lega. Nisem vedel, kje streljati, se prav strašil. Prav strašil se zdaj. Shit. Ja, nes lahko kaj kupim, jele? Tole mi dej, pa tole mi dej. Tole pa ne morem.
Anyone need to freshen up?
Škoda, bombo mogel prej zafukati, nisem vedel. Zafukal sem se. Čeprav se mi je ta kurec nastavil, ne, ta medicinc. Medicinac.
You all made that look easy.
Is there ever any doubt?
To je bil brez vijete. Sploh ne vem, zakaj se je šlo. Finderman. Brez vijezna igra. Vse sem me da več igrati, pon kurac imam te igre. Jer so brez vijezni noter. Glup mi folk. Kaj ne naredim? Ma jebite se. Bye bye.